comfortable recapping. Oh, we've lost Alden, I think. I can't see Lars's face. I can't see Lars's face, and we've lost Alden.
Because I never turned on my camera. Give me a second. There we go. Here I am.
Alden's dying.
That was a bit of a Willy Wonka shock.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's my camera. All sorts of colors. It's like a mantis shrimp.
Like a mantis shrimp? Is that what you said?
Yes. Because you know how humans have 3 different cones for seeing colors?
Yes.
Mantis shrimp have, I think, 16. So they can theoretically see many more colors than us.
Yes.
Obviously, we will never have any concept of exactly how it works because we just can't. That's not the way we work.
Also, too bad that they live under the sea where there is no colors.
Down where it's wetter.
And much better.
Yes.
Take it from me.
We already have one. We already have one talking crustacean. We do not need another one.
Oh yes, we do. We need all the talking crustaceans.
I refuse to do it because if I do it, he's going to become French, and you're all going to hate him instantly.
That gives me an idea. I need to torture my players with a talking crab.
Pardon, Ina?
Sorry. It's only the British that hate the French.
No. Every time,
what?
Don't mind the French.
Where did that come from?
Every time I do a French character, you all hate them.
I mean,
why consider
would we? You make
consider the source. Yep.
Hey, the pirates started off nice.
They did not.
And you still hated them.
They started off extremely misogynistic and killing us.
Yes.
They're skeleton space
with a hostage
pirates.
Situation.
They're skeleton space pirates. What more do you expect?
I expect them not to be
they're
likable.
not French. Or, sorry, French.
Would you rather they were African?
I would rather they be...
Or Jamaican or something like that?
Swedish.
They could be talking to you like this, man, no?
No, Swedish.
That feels like it is still discriminatory, just in a different way.
Yeah, I think it is. But let's be honest. I am a white Englishman. Any accent I do is discriminatory in some way. Apart from my own. I can't win.
Valid. Make them part of the British Empire.
Yeah, because that'll help me, won't it?
I mean, you can't choose, like, a type of people that the English men are not notorious for hating.
We don't... I was about to say we don't hate the Irish, but...
You hate the Irish,
really
you hate the Scottish, the Welsh, the French...
Well, you guys are quite friendly with the Scottish. Or friendlier than the rest.
Debatable.
Not really.
No, not really.
No.
They constantly want independence, and we're not giving it to them.
Yeah. Britain has tried to genocide Ireland and Scotland both multiple times.
Yes. Why we're fighting with the Welsh? We haven't really done anything to the Welsh.
There you go, the Welsh.
They're so small that they, even if they want independence, they can't ever get it.
It's because they can't take a land that is so infertile and rocks.
No,
That's
Wales is very fertile, actually. It's all the sheep.
It's all the sheep. Why would you want sheep?
Because the Welsh lead them... No, I'm not going into that one.
We all know Welsh are sheep fuckers, yes.
No, I'm not completing that statement. I've decided otherwise. My grandfather lived in Wales for many years. I cannot do that. It's just not right. I have no issue with the Welsh. They make great chilies, and lots of my plants come from Wales, strangely. Why are you stealth rolling?
No reason.
Right, who is recapping?
Why is... I'm not stealth rolling.
Who is recapping? Or is it going to end up being me? Why are you not?
Because I recapped last time.
Doesn't exclude you.
My stealth modifier is higher than your
I
roll.
can recap. It's fine.
Fine, Lars will recap then.
Why are you stealthing? Stop stealthing!
I'm just showing off.
Should I roll my stealth?
The ultimate stealth
Okay.
logs off.
Yes. Recap.
There we go.
Go.
So, we started by landing in Nocturnus, and we were told to hurry up to the Immortal Emperor and talk to him, because it's an emergency of war.
We didn't know at the time,
Bonnie rightfully being very nervous about seeing her gods, and Talia not showing any form of decency or respect towards her for being nervous about seeing her gods.
and claiming she was one of your gods.
No, different pageant.
Same race, different religion.
Yeah.
Yes. And
We've now basically figured out that Saruk have been all the gods throughout history.
Basically.
And on the way up, Travis, aka Bonkers, went into the coffee shop to buy coffee for people. And I forgot who you shared with.
Talia.
You shared with some. You shared
That's
with
right.
Talia. I kept to my whiskey to steal my nerves.
Good old whiskey priest.
A good old whiskey priest. And we went into the giant pyramid where the Immortal Emperor lies. And Bonnie freaking out about seeing
One of her gods.
almost her entire pantheon. And using different names for them than the others would. Because she goes by the Egyptian names and not what they currently call themselves, because she hasn't been told that. Freaking out over what is being said and generally just nodding and agreeing with everything as she is kneeling before her gods. The Immortal Emperor told us to be ready for war and to be of as much help as we can be. There was some strategy being told, but what I mainly remember is when we got back to our areas and Akatsuki and Bonkers went out shopping, while Bonnie and Talia went to the oasis for a good old swim. Where Talia suddenly did a snake thing, which doesn't really surprise Bonnie all that much. But there's a bit talking. Yes, she's a water snake.
You did get drinks too. Don't forget your drinks.
Yeah, we have, what is it, 30 whiskey sours and 30 pear gimlets?
Yes.
Yes,
You didn't
something
give a
like that.
You didn't give a quantity. You just gave a plural.
No. I mean, I can probably handle that. I handled the 30,000-year-old wine.
Like a champ. Now you're
Like
now you're married to Talia, and so is the rest of the crew.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, it's the marriage drink.
Yes.
Accidental polycule.
Yes.
Wait, does this mean that if everyone here dies, Talia inherits the ship?
No.
Sure, why not?
Legally.
Because you forget one person. Mular. Mular can't die.
No,
Because
but
he is the ship.
I need
We can find a way.
Mular.
Oh yeah, I don't think taking down Mular's a great plan.
No.
No.
Mular,
Well-
Mular
Oh,
could
no.
take you down.
Although, can I come with a small side note? It would be fun to gather up all our characters from Spelljammer and Chult and like everything else, and like have a big brawl off with Mular.
I think he'd still win.
As a... It would be fun though.
I still think he'd win. I'm going to be honest.
We're quite resourceful bunch of the players.
Yeah, he is a perfect AI. With a form now.
He's Chat GPT in 3,000 years.
30,000.
Anyhow, Bonnie and Talia are discussing why Bonnie is having gods. Bonnie is basically telling her that the Egyptian pantheon helped liberating her race from slavery. And
The Egyptian.
Egyptian. Yeah. And the Ra specifically was a great help. And I think that's sort of where we left off.
Well, you did. However, there is something on the side of Travis and Alden that you did.
I did not pay attention to
No,
that.
because it wasn't necessarily yours, so I can understand
Yeah.
why.
I have one note about Alden and Travis, and I have written Akatsuki is showing criminal and racist tendencies.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember
right.
why.
He was
I have
trying
written
to
that.
haggle.
Yes.
She was trying to haggle and also like not taking no for an answer about it, and
Yeah.
then insulting the artificial intelligence that runs the store.
Despite the
Akatsuki,
fact that
Akatsuki got
says
in.
they always give you the best price regardless.
Yeah, Akatsuki got into an evil cycle of, first of all,
Racism.
not thinking, and having forgotten the because I was aware of this when it happened. She
Yeah,
had simply
I know you
She
were.
had-
I gave you a
yeah,
fucking
she-
document of it, dear.
she had simply, because I play Akatsuki as having just as much ADHD as myself. She'd just straight up forgotten the rules, and was just like, "Oh, haggling, that's normal in my home country," and then did it, and then was like, "Oh no, I'm not supposed to do that," but then decided to double down on it,
Which was a bad idea.
Yeah.
which was a bad idea. And
Because
then
the
she tried
Imperial
to have
Guard nearly got called.
and then she tried to aside with Bonkers, which was unsuccessful because the AI had really good hearing and heard exactly what she said and took it as racism.
Yes.
And we left off. I don't think I actually picked up my packages yet, but we were basically mid-discussion of me picking my stuff
you
up.
did pick up your packages, and you asked me to.
Oh, that's
You asked me to duplicate the goggles.
not the goggles. I wanted to duplicate the
Oh,
boots.
the Shadow Step boots. That's correct. Yeah, you asked me to duplicate the Shadow Step boots.
I think before I leave the store, I did have one additional question.
the way.
Also, I love that stealth roll from Bonnie. It's extremely fitting. Because I forget. Set us back in. Who was the AI again that we were talking to in the shop? Or I guess I was, because I believe Akatsuki got kicked out.
Yeah, Akatsuki did get kicked out because it did.
Akatsuki got to buy the thing and then leave.
Nacria.
Lacria. Hey, Lacria, one last thing before I get out of here, and then I'll leave you alone, and go take care of my apparently racist friend. Anyway, these boots make me, like, quieter and stealthier, and I'm trying to get a duplicate set for a completely different adventurer that might need them. But I'm also looking for something that might make me faster. I've heard of boots of speed or running or something like that. Do you have the source on anything of that sort that can make me speedier? Because I like to move, but like my legs only move so fast and so many times in a second. So if I could magically enhance that, that would be amazing.
Calculating. I have been left with a small amount of white powder. Would this suffice?
No, I have some of that already. I want shoes. If you can infuse that into shoes and make the shoes work like that, maybe. I don't know. Is that how that works?
Indeed it is.
It is. Wow, I'm surprised.
I will have to delve into this further. I do not currently have access to it.
No, totally understandable. I know it might take some time, but consider this an official, I guess, request. Do I need a down payment, or just let me know when you figure something out?
I will send you a hollow point.
For sure. That sounds good. I guess you have my info on the network already, right?
Correct.
All right, cool.
Every single merchant has your information, as does every single
That's
member of Nocturnus.
more or less what I assumed. So I appreciate it. Let me know, and we'll be in touch, I guess.
This is why you clear your cookies, boys.
Oh no, that one night. No.
And this brings us to today's sponsor, NordVPN.
I really should come up with adverts for you guys on your wrists, shouldn't I? On your holodecks, I should really come up with little adverts for all of you.
I get enough of those in real life. I don't want to deal with those in D&D.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And then I think did I pay you already for the goggles? I've been standing here for like 35 seconds and my brain's gone four
Yeah.
places at once.
Yeah,
So
you've definitely paid for the goggles.
okay, I was thinking I got you already. Otherwise, I guess we might be back. But that was the big thing right now. So you have a wonderful evening.
You too. Not that you can tell it's evening, but hey. There's no day, there's no night.
Is the default evening, meaning I am leaving now.
Yes.
My evening. I'm gonna go back and sleep probably.
True. Meanwhile, outside, Akatsuki is looking at herself, wondering about her own life's choices. Trying to avoid the sight of the guards because now she's a racist fugitive and bigot. Although,
Allegedly.
is there anything else Akatsuki is doing apart from eating, apparently?
She would just be sitting there listening to the conversation with walkers.
Okay. Please remind me, there was no... You were just going to that place and going back, weren't you?
Yeah, that was the
Yes.
entire plan.
Okay, so
So-
presuming now you're going to start making your way back to the oasis.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple minutes later, I would come out and see Akatsuki sitting, standing, something.
She'd probably be sitting.
All right, so they're working on boots. No promises. They're working on boots though. I think they said that they could do it, and it would be a week or something. I'll check in later. And I'm not going to scold you or anything. I'm sure you've already figured out the stuff. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yes, it's... People here are just not the kind that I ever really come across. So
Yeah,
I don't
it is
know
way
how to
different.
talk. I don't know how to talk to so many kinds of people from so many different backgrounds.
Akatsuki will have
You-
a small vibration on her wrist. You have received one.
pop-up from-
You have received one violation.
Ooh, get fucked.
Look, if it's anything like school, you probably get like 30 of those before anything actually happens, and you can just apologize, and it'll probably go mostly away.
An additional 2 violations will incur a hearing.
What?
For Akatsuki, for not doing anything.
No, for being racist, spacist. Sorry.
Basis.
Yeah,
Well,
spacist.
I mean, first of all, Bunkers, first of all, Kama-chan, school? That's what school's like?
Yeah, I
That's
mean
where
it
you
was
come
for
from.
me.
I
got like 2 violations a week and nothing. Well, I mean there was the one time I got kicked out, but that's beside the point.
He never returned.
It was like 18 violations in like a month period that got me kicked out. Otherwise, they mostly just forgave me. It helps that I was I always just apologize. I schmoozed up a little bit and tried to do better. And when inevitably I failed, I was just like, "Look, I'm trying." And most of the time, it was forgivable. So we can inquire about some official channels to do the adult version of that. Maybe make a donation or something to the political fund if that's a thing that doesn't sound like a thing they would do here. That sounds like a Fae thing. Let's not do that.
That
I
sounds
can
like
tell
a Catholic
you-
Church thing.
Yeah, I can tell you right now that you would never have lasted a day with my teacher.
Yeah, probably not.
Meanwhile,
Anyway,
after they were going to begin to wend their way back to the oasis, we shall return to Bonnie and
Talia.
Talia. Yeah, I know. I was swapping maps. Sorry.
Bonnie will pick up a pair of gimlets, one in each hand, since there's apparently enough. No, actually, she will have one whiskey sour in one hand and one pair of gimlet in the other.
You're just double fisting things now, are you?
I'm double fisting.
Oh, amazing! Why, thank you. And Talia will go up and take the whiskey sour as she is thinking you brought one for her.
Because everything's about Talia.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Well, enough about my religion, I guess. Why do you not like feel the power that is right before you when you're talking to Osiris?
Well, I can feel that he is quite a powerful being. But I don't see why I should perceive him as a god.
Because he is?
Question mark?
Well,
Question mark?
Above head.
depends on how you look at it, I guess.
No, not really. But sure.
This is just when
no,
Talia
you're
like
wrong.
doubles. This is when Talia just doubles down on classism and just goes like, he might be for lesser beings.
She's trying to not say that.
I was half
Well,
expecting.
she's
Well,
thinking
I was
it.
half expecting that. Well, if he's a god, so am I.
Well, that is quite. Well, that is what Talia's thinking, but she's not trying to like push the fact that because she doesn't perceive herself as a god. So why should she perceive Osiris as a god?
They're equals in her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really is bonkers.
That looks-
Blasphemy.
That just looks so off-brand.
They're super good. They're a Mexican brand.
No, it just looks like the little sort of brand of snacks.
Yeah, they're a Mexican brand called Totis, and they are these little spicy
Wasn't
corn rings.
I'm
They are so good.
talking.
No, we weren't.
Sorry.
You rude bitches.
He's
I got
learning.
distracted by bonkers. I'm in character.
But yeah, no, I don't see him as a god. I could perhaps see him as an equal of some sorts, even though we have different opinions and different goals.
Not
I
even know
have
what
my
his goal is,
people.
really.
I have my people that I need to get back to. This is apparently his people. And she's gesturing like the whole Nocturnus.
Well, at the moment you're in a pocket dimension, so that's hard. But I think the meaning is conveyed.
Yeah, the meaning is still there.
I will not question you further on why you think you're on equal footing.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Puts the lamp down.
You don't need to inquire. It's quite a simple answer. We are the same race. Ish.
Were.
And
Word.
yes,
Don't quite
there
know where that
are,
stands
and there are other races that have ascended to godhood without their entire race
Exactly.
becoming gods.
Exactly. Well, then you understand where I'm standing. He might be a god to
swimming.
you, and that's fine. But I don't see him as, and the rest of here as someone I would perceive as a god. I have my own god. And I will never sway from my faith in him.
Technically, I'm primordial.
Well, you do know that there are more than one pantheon of gods, right?
Yes, which is why I'm saying I don't mind that you have, and she's trying to like step carefully
Talia is also
Mine.
Talia is also aware that there are things above the gods. So
Yeah. See, I don't necessarily have anything against your faith, and you should have your faith. Faith is important. Me myself were a priestess once, but I hope that
sorry.
it's fine that I don't see them as gods. I have my own faith. But I would love for you and me to start over again. I can see that I insulted you, and I'm so sorry for that.
Are you asking him to reconsider his foolish notions?
I am trying to apologize to Bonnie. Talia might have realized at some point that she might have been rude.
Well, I suppose let's just stop talking about it. It's really does none of us any form of benefits.
Well, how about we cheer to new friendship and new adventure? And she holds out the whiskey sour she stole from you.
Damn it! He's down to 29.
Yeah, these were all mine. You could have asked for your own.
Why do I think that free booze is the way to Bonnie's heart?
It's the way to
Because
my
it is?
heart, so
Yeah.
it's way to Bonnie's heart. Well, Bonnie will lean against this rock because I am assuming it's like you could sit down.
Yeah, it's partially submerged, but yeah.
Yes, Bonnie is a tall gal.
She's a minotaur. If she's short, I'm concerned.
She's like one of those breed of mini cows.
Yeah, she's a mini cow minotaur. Now that exists. I don't care. That now exists.
Dwarf minotaur.
Dwarf,
The little
dwarf
tiny
minotaurs.
fluffy ones.
Yeah, like the red cows, aren't they? They so call them or something.
They're a Scottish daisies or
Highlander
something like
is
that.
They're
bigger.
Angus cows, aren't they? Aren't they?
No,
They're the
Angus are
ones.
No.
big.
Angus are big, yeah. They're like the red fluffy cows. Just murder. But they now exist in Spelljammer somewhere. The miniature
Scottish
version.
Highland cattle.
That's it, Scottish Highland cattle.
Yeah.
There's a miniature race of them somewhere in Spelljammer. No one knows where, but somewhere. They exist.
You like the emo minotaurs because like hair is always in front of their eyes.
Yeah. But
But that does
and they listen to
Suggest
My
the
Chemical
existence.
Abattoir.
it does suggest the existence of Scottish Highland minotaurs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they
That's what
are.
we were talking about.
Miniature
Ooh,
versions.
Wait.
Oh, like that.
Will this say that the Colby version, because if
Don't
Scottish
make
Highland
beef
does exist,
out of me.
Colby exists as well.
Beef
Are
out.
they like an extinct race because people used to hunt them for
They are
They
now.
That's probably how we ended up in slavery.
They are now.
They're probably an artificially created race because of specific delicious traits. So they
I
wouldn't
mean,
necessarily
we
exist.
can have normal cows and minotaurs separated, you know.
Yeah, but how do minotaurs feel about having cows as meat? Isn't that kind
And
of
what if
cannibalism?
and what and if the minotaurs are sentient and
People eat-
sapient, what's stopping the cows from developing over time?
I mean, probably the
stopping-
farmers.
Yeah.
What's
I don't-
stopping some druid from casting Awaken on one of
A
these Scottish
very
Highland cows?
specific evil
The farmers.
wizard.
Yeah.
The farmers
One
are
evil
stopping the
wizard.
druids.
I don't think this is the time and place to discuss.
I mean, I disagree. I think this is an amazing conversation.
And also, is it cannibalism if a human eats a monkey? No.
I was going to say
It
the
would
same
be
thing
the
a minute ago.
same in Bonnie's eyes.
A little weird, not cannibalism.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like eating your ancestors. It's not quite the same thing.
Yes. That's probably how tall Bonnie
aged
sees this.
So does Bonnie eat beef? No, she's a vegetarian.
No, Bonnie is an omnivore. She
Yeah.
eats everything.
And everyone. apparently.
Yes,
Um,
and everyone.
yeah, moving on from this.
Winking, wink, wink. Talia, wink, wink.
Uh-huh.
But Bonnie wants to eat you.
Did you say something, Bonnie? I was busy drinking.
It's fine. I didn't
Drinking
say
your whiskey
anything.
sour.
Why don't you come take a seat with me here and we'll look at this thing. It's enormous. I
It is
don't know.
It is a
Oh,
giant
but-
stone pagoda temple with no particular entrance, but seems to be enclosed with windows that look inside.
Well, we could swim over there,
I have a suspicious feeling that the entrance is underwater.
Oh, but I can bring you if you just hold your breath.
You know how to hold your breath, don't you, sweetheart?
I mean, I can hold my breath for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Would you like to back that up with a
Well-
constitution?
I have a +3 in Constitution, that's why I'm saying it.
Well, if you want to, I can take a dip and see if I find it, so I don't unnecessarily drag you around underwater.
Not
Yep.
unnecessarily drown, Bonnie.
Yeah, that's basically what she's saying. You know what?
Oh,
Give me
Do we
give
still have the air bubbles
No.
air bubbles.
from the turtles?
I mean, you do. No, they would have run out by now.
That was
Yeah, they would
that was
probably
over a
run
week
out.
ago.
Over. Yeah, right.
The duration on that spell is normally 24 hours, but I
Not
Normally, could be
24
different.
weeks.
Yeah, no. I mean, you travelled longer than that alone.
Well, if you give me a few moments, I can take a peek.
Now, okay. Go and look. And while Talia has a look, Bonnie will start double fisting drinks again.
I'm so glad you added the drinks bit because it sounded so much worse until you said that.
Will double fist.
Yep.
Talia will take an unnecessarily show-off sweep underwater, like go up, do like a flick, and then dive down, and she will take a look underneath this whole thing.
As you dive down, it doesn't take long before you realise the whole bottom of this pagoda is made of 4 sets of arches, which are open and seemingly lead up into the interior.
Okay, so after some time,
Investigation.
she will like come up in her full serpent form, and she will like drag her like hair back as she comes up to take water away from her face and take a deep breath.
swoosh.
I am so close to screaming, "Ah, snake!"
Which fucking movie is that with Carmen Electra? Is it
So many.
Meet the Fockers, or what is it?
There's so many that have that scene, let's be honest.
Or
it's impossible.
American Pie, or whatever it is.
Probably American Pie.
Yeah, it sounds like an American Pie thing, I'm gonna be honest.
I've never even seen the movie, and it sounds like an American Pie thing.
Well, are you ready for an adventure? She comes up with a smile and she reaches a hand to you.
And you can see that you caught Bonnie a little by surprise because she has both the drinks up to her mouth, like, and she just and just places the glasses back on the tray. Yes. Yeah. Not. Why not? And she will walk up to this stone, and this is a bit of leverage, right?
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
A bit higher up. And she will go up from here and up to the top of the stone and just jump off
And into the water.
and into the water. Cannonballing.
Okay.
Talia will like reach for her hand as she like gets in the water to like aid swimming. I have a feeling like I know
You're
that
feeling like Bonnie
yeah,
was
no,
saying.
it's just the fact that like I know that there's a set speed for swimming. I just have a tiny bit of feeling that Talia has a swimming advantage due to her serpent form, but only in her serpent form.
I mean, if you can drag this
You
beefy cow,
We're underwater. You're basically weightless.
and I'll take hold of her hand as I'm feeling around because I can't see underwater. But I probably feel like Talia just feeling me up.
You feel like a scaly set of hands.
That's not terrifying underwater.
What
I
monster-
would have pissed myself if that happened in real life.
And Talia will start like swimming towards the archway and for the first time actually dip under the archway to
You're
ascend
just
into-
suddenly here. An hour long you'll have to look.
to recover what we took.
Would seem oddly appropriate, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Is there by any chance a golden egg here?
No, but there's a strange glass chalice. Um,
Yes.
so you're going up then, are you?
Yes.
Presumably.
Presumably air up there.
Holding
Yes.
Talia's hand? Question mark.
Yes.
As you go up, there seems to be a small pool, and you find yourself surrounded by Bonkers and Akatsuki.
Oh, what are you guys doing here?
No, they're not there. I'm swapping to them.
He's segueing.
I am just, actually, this is just way too fitting.
Deliberately confusing.
Hmm.
And what are you guys doing here? How did you get here so fast?
Ah, man, I love these skewers. They're so good. You sure you didn't want one, Akatsuki?
No,
No.
I'm fine.
They're like
I'm just
2 copper a piece or something. I don't even know. I just give them a gold and they give me like 3 of them.
honestly, I've never trusted street food. I had this really bad shoyu one time, and never the same. I don't know what it was. I think they were using rotten quail eggs or something.
Almost all food is street food if you think about it.
Akatsuki genuinely stops to think about it.
I love that mentality.
No? Question mark.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were on our way. Oh, it looks like we're here already. Heck, I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, I've just been looking forward to just stopping for a second, being on my own for a little bit. It's been a strange day, has it not?
Yeah, no, it's been a little much with all the war talk and meeting the emperor. And
Sorry, did I say
no.
day? I mean week, month, year.
Oh,
Life.
yeah, no, you get used to that eventually. This is actually not all that out of the ordinary. Just today was actually weird for me. The space pirates actually pretty normal. That stuff happens occasionally in wild space and etc. You're fairly new to spelljamming, aren't you?
I haven't made a habit of it prior to stealing a locust and finding you guys.
Yeah, it makes sense because like, you act like me about a month in, so like it definitely makes sense.
Well,
You'll
both-
get used to it. It's okay.
Both Akatsuki and Bonkers, you have been to the Oasis before anyway, so.
Yes.
Yep.
Where's the Oh, there's a lovely genie lady that is usually here. Oh, she's probably
Alalik, where are you? She's probably
tending to
around,
that.
just waiting to be called.
As you say that, there is a swift whisk of sand around your feet.
Ah, there she is.
And in the center of the circle will appear Alalik.
See, I knew
Hi.
the customer service here is top notch.
Oh, absolutely.
You have a request? I am here
I was
to
just
serve and aid.
I was just wondering, I would really, really love, do you guys do, herbal essence massages?
We can be arranged.
If not, I'll incense or anything in my room. I'd be fine with that. I need to find my zen again.
I will have an elemental assist you with this.
Oh, absolutely lovely. Do you know where Talia and Bonnie have gone?
They are by the lake. Or
Oh.
they were. They are about to discover something they did not expect.
That's foreboding. Are they going to be in trouble?
No, they will not be in trouble.
Are
Well-
they gonna
As long as they are
you know
quiet.
do things?
I hope
Never
not.
mind. I don't want to know.
You see, Kotsky is a little bit agitated now. It's okay. They're in the lake. You said.
They're at the lake.
She
yes.
rushes over after that comment.
Rushes over. They don't know what to... Oh, I'm already there!
They're in the lake. I didn't get any good pops, but Kotsky cracks her knuckles. She's like, "Is that so?
I will meet
Yeah,
I will
I'm
meet you
definitely
there."
gonna need that herbal assistance. Thank you very much."
She is gone
I was-
as soon as she appears.
I was gonna order a drink, but sure.
Akatsuki assumes that Alalik just hears them everywhere, so she, even if Alalik physically has disappeared, Akatsuki will continue her sentences.
Coffee will appear in Bonkers' hand.
Ooh. Yep. No. Yeah. She does always pay attention. Actually, something stronger right now. Not like super strong, but an ale or a nice mixed drink of some sort would be nice. The coffee is good. Not the vibe at the moment.
Akatsuki will dash, meaning that she has 100 fucking feet of movement a turn.
God. I mean, Bonkers isn't really far
Bonkers.
behind that.
No, Bonkers.
I was gonna
just
say
needs
I
to
can do
dash and
90.
I was gonna say Bonkers just needs to dash, and he's pretty much caught up.
You arrive at the
Okay.
lake to find no one there.
Yeah, you will just see a tray of like 60
Drinks.
glasses of
Yeah.
drink.
There are
And, like,
60 gimlets.
5 of
60
them gone.
whiskey sours.
Akatsuki picks one up. Bonnie. And it crushes in her hand.
You could just smell whiskey, so you know it's Bonnie.
Hey, there's pear gimlet there as well.
By the time Bonkers catches up, you'll just see Akatsuki has just like thrown her clothes off, and she will dive into the water. She's a fox, so she fucking hates the water.
Yeah, I bet this is
So she's gonna dive in super gracefully, and then as soon as she hits the water, you realize not as graceful anymore.
You do the fox dive where they dive like headfirst into the snow, and then
Yeah.
it just becomes like doggy paddle. It goes.
Yeah, it immediately becomes doggy paddling.
Bonkers is going to be again only a few seconds behind you, but I'm just literally going to like casually kick everything off and then just flop down in the water a few feet in and just
By the
relax. And
drink.
let whatever they do what they do, and I'm going to have a nice drink and a nice relax, and that's that.
Which will
One
lead me
nice relax, please.
happily
Yeah,
back to Bonnie.
Splash, splash. Wait,
Yeah,
hold.
hold
Splash, splash, splash. Bonnie! Splash, splash, splash.
You can
I
hear
mean,
an echo throughout the chamber,
I
but it soon
if we have surfaced, yes.
You have, I told you. You've surfaced through a pool in the middle of the room. This entire chamber seems to be spherical. And as you look up, you can see something coiled around you.
It's Talia.
Wait, what coiled does it look like? Does it look like a snake or does it look like something else?
Investigation seems the most prudent option right now.
Investigate.
Or nature.
Wait, where the fuck is it?
It's this, I have a +2 in both, so
It doesn't really
either
make a
or.
difference to your dealer's choice.
And you pick one, and I pick the other.
I took investigation.
And I take nature. And I do terrible.
Talia, judging from the sheer size of the scales and their protrusion, It's difficult to determine whether you don't believe it's a snake. You believe it's something larger, and its scales
Is
seem
it-
to be golden and almost.
Is it like a wyvern?
No, its scales seem to be golden and flecked with red as well. You get a strange feeling of heat from it.
Is this a sauna?
The creature, whatever it is, seems to be snoring patiently and quietly, undisturbed.
Might I suggest we don't wake this thing yet? She says
Wait.
really quietly, like almost a whisper, like very close to Bonnie.
Good suggestion, because I was going to raise my voice because I heard a Katsuki outside.
Oh.
And Bonnie was fully planning to use terminology to answer Akatsuki. But Akatsuki doesn't know that we're here.
Ooh, wait. Okay, I actually have a question, Alex, because this is a homebrew thing. But I can summon a fragment of Jormungandr. Can I use that out of combat sessions? Can I like ask it questions? Is it something I can like call it a divine, not a divine intervention, like divine questioning?
Primal intervention.
There's a spell for that called Commune.
Yeah.
That might be what you're thinking of.
Well, I'm just because I have like this 4-paragraph thing, Call of the World Serpent. It's
I love
just
the
me
fact the
summoning a
4-paragraph
fragment.
thing is necessary.
Yeah, but like because I'm trying to not take up as much time, so I don't bother
You're fine
reading it
anyway.
thoroughly right now. So I'm just asking you directly. Can I like use your summon Jormungand's fragment to ask it questions,
Not here.
or is it a non-verbal entity?
Non-verbal entity. Yeah, Jormungandr is actually deaf.
Yeah, no, but like
You have
it's
to
just a
sign language him.
No, but
No,
like it is a
Jormungandr is
fragment.
non-verbal autistic.
With a
Special
hint of
interest destroying the
ADHD.
world.
Okay, let's not call Jormungandr autistic, okay? He's my god.
I'm gonna say no. Not here. Right, in certain places my answer will be yes. My answer here, however, is no.
But does this mean that Talia can like feel the fact that she will not be able to use this?
Yes, because
she's very attuned to this.
it's literally a pocket
particular
dimension. It's now a shielded pocket dimension. You can't really.
Okay. Well,
You were informed that security was improved. It's basically a forbidden spell over the entirety of Nocturnus at this point.
Would Barney recognize this as a separate world serpent, perhaps?
No, not with that you wouldn't. It's
No.
it's some form of serpentine creature. Apart from that, you can't really determine anything.
Why is there a dead Naga on the map?
Leave the dead Naga out of this.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
what
not
that is.
your
It's
problem.
blood.
Yes.
No, nobody cares about the dead Naga.
Okay.
It's not our problem.
Okay,
No.
well, Bonnie, still quite very low in a whisper in her ear, but I won't bother whispering because my mic probably won't catch it.
Yeah.
But Talia will say or ask Bonnie, what do you suggest we do? Should we, like, make some sort of an in order to announce our presence respectfully? Or should we just
I think
leave?
we should let it sleep for now.
It does seem like it's sleeping quite fairly.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
Quite well.
We-
Sleeping
Well
well,
or peacefully.
thank you.
Well or peacefully.
Yeah.
Pick one.
peacefully.
No, that. Yeah, so we can visit it. It seemed like it
Yeah,
seemed
from outside.
Like a coffee.
Immediately, Talia does this.
Don't you lay a hand on her, you hussy!
Along with a line of expletions which we will omit.
Does the serpent
Why?
awake from Akatsuki's yelling?
No. In fact, it seems
Okay.
almost whisper quiet in here.
Is the pagoda completely sealed from the waterline and upwards?
No, but there are sort of archway windows on it which are very high. This pagoda itself is about 120 feet in height.
Akatsuki is not one for diving. She will start climbing. With a movement speed of 50 foot walking, that means I have a 25-foot climbing, right?
Yeah, Bonkers, what are you doing at this point in time? Apart from sitting drinking coffee.
I'm kind of half floating in the pool or in the lake with one elbow up on a rock and another elbow up on another rock, drink in my hand, letting my feet float.
As you do,
Taking
just
a sip.
perfectly peacefully, without any recognition or any kind of semblance of warning, a Lalek will appear behind you. They will
I have
regret
alert.
this.
I can't be startled.
No, I know. They may regret this.
Yeah, I mean that's right now it's just not my problem. I've had enough going on for today. I'm just gonna sit here in the pool until it becomes my problem.
A
You
Khan
know?
has been sleeping for many millennia. I would not wake him, but they'll find this out soon enough.
They're smarter than me, so hopefully they get that.
Oh, that's not difficult, is it? As you said
No,
yourself.
not terribly.
Demons.
I know.
He's too dumb to realize the sick burn.
No. He 100%. I work within my limitations. I am not an
How do you
idiot, but
manage
I'm also
this?
not a wizard.
Your limitations seem great. How do you manage this? For I have no limitations. I am unaware of these things.
I run really fast, and I stab really good.
Do you run away from your problems?
And
or from your
occasionally I have
problems?
fun. Depends. Sometimes both.
Oh, so you have the cognizance to make the choice. Congratulations.
I mean, I'm not like, entirely deficient. I'm just pretty average. I'm not a wizard of any sort.
You do
Or
not have to be
a
a wizard
great-
to be efficient.
Thinker. Just not a great thinker or a tactician. Well, tactician I can do. I can do I can think my way around problems,
As-
but
as
mostly I just enjoy
As
life.
this is going on, Akatsuki is beginning to scale the wall.
Yeah.
How? As the brickwork is perfectly smooth.
Laws. Or
Isn't she a
monk
monk?
bullshit.
Yeah, she does have
Yeah,
claws.
isn't she a monk?
She's a monk. She has claws.
She
Dexterous.
isn't that monk walk on wall though, is she yet?
She's not. Level 10 Way of the Kensei, you don't get walk on walls or anything like that. So that's why I'm... Do you want me to do a check?
Yes, I would like an athletics check to climb, please.
Absolutely.
This perfectly...
14.
Akatsuki tries multiple times, and the sheer, just smooth nature of the rock makes it very difficult to even get a purchase.
See, this is what I mean about working within my limitations. I can jump higher than she's climbing right now.
This one has limitations too.
We all do.
What?
Everybody does. Everybody's are just
Okay.
different.
I have no
Oh,
limitations.
Akatsuki will
Nah,
pull
yeah, I
out,
think you have
pull
less
out
than us at least.
her Tanto and her Kunai and will start scaling with them.
Okay. Lars, what were you going to say?
Akatsuki, you
I think your girlfriend is outside. Should we?
Well, we don't need to label anything.
involved,
bunkers, that-
Every
that-
now,
Bovine hussing might be
yeah.
touching up my queen.
Every now and again, you can just hear explosions against Bonnie from the outside.
He seems
I-
rather agitated.
Well,
I'm gonna do a thing. I'll let you guys finish, but I have a thing.
Oh God,
Well,
calm emotion.
I don't know.
She
whether
close.
I don't know whether we should wait for her to tell her to be quiet, or if we should leave. But then she will potentially wake this thing and be alone with it.
How
That's-
far am I
okay,
from
okay.
getting...
I
I
mean,
do have one question. It's
Go
very
ahead.
important.
No, ask the question.
I'm still back to the Jormungandr thing, but not the item I have. But Talia has. I don't know. This will be up to you, Alex. I don't know if Talia ever has met Jormungandr, but the reason she is immortal is because of him.
Yes.
So,
So I'm gonna
she
say
has
you
had.
have.
So okay, so she has met Jormungandr. Is this thing she sees in the same like? Because she
Width.
knows.
Is it the
yeah,
same width?
Yeah, it is not as big as Jormungandr, but you know that doesn't prove anything.
No, okay, so she gets the feeling that this is like something you don't want to fuck with.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes. Can I hear from where and look around me to see where Akatsuki potentially will come in?
You can do a perception roll to try and figure it out. With disadvantage, because this entire room has basically a silence spell pasted on it.
Oh.
You have no idea.
Wait,
She
wait,
could be
no,
in the walls.
Wait. I have a thing. I have a thing. Yes.
Fireball.
No. Before
I have guidance.
You can. Oh, it doesn't specify if I can use it after I roll.
You can't. You have to use it on something before you have to roll guidance, then use it.
No, that was Bonnie.
No.
Guidance is me.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
your
I
thing,
have
Anna?
a thing.
You can roll it before or after making the ability check.
Oh.
Well, I am also going to add in the fact that I have something called Tides of Chaos.
I'm
Can
not
I just?
guiding you.
No, I just
Can
clicked the D4.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
Tides
if you
of
want me to
Chaos-
roll on the wild magic table, sure.
That seems like
Well,
a
yeah.
bad idea where we are.
I have yet to have a wild magic surge because I keep rolling
And-
wild magic good.
This is where you want one?
This is where it's like spawn 60 frogs or some shit like that.
You spawn
Well,
5
You cast
balloons
fireball
that
centered on
speed
yourself.
Yeah.
Rude.
Sorry.
It also says that the DM can have you roll on the wild magic.
Well, of
table.
course I fucking
assume
am.
I will. Okay.
How'd you
I
ever
will do-
consider that was an option not to?
I will use. Well, technically, if I use Tides of Chaos, can I choose the 26 to be? Wait, hold on. Maybe I should think about my second action before I start.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe you should consider this
plan
option.
ahead.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to stop her.
Maybe you should
anyways, so-
consider the
Aina
repercussions.
thinking further than her
Do
nose.
anything. No,
Oh,
I'm not. I'm
God.
not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't know where Akatsuki is coming from. This seems like the better option.
Travis, what were you going to say?
Just leave.
I have a thing I want to do, so if we
Yeah.
can cut back to me
Most
when we're ready.
definitely. Segue back. Go.
Okay.
Do now.
All right,
Consider.
Alalic.
Yes.
I have a plan, but to execute it, I'm going to need a very, very nice bottle of hot sake and the best matcha tea you can come up with.
She has produced them.
Yeah,
Now
she
let me
just
work
has
my
them.
magic.
She has like
Hey, Akatsuki.
3,000-year-old reserve perfect sake, and matcha tea
Perfect.
that is literally as fresh as life can be.
I knew you. I knew you were good for it. All right, Akatsuki.
Akatsuki
Whatever you're doing
Akatsuki
is-
stops at the top, hand out to call her sword.
can smell matcha and sake.
It's probably not very important right now. They are adults, and let them figure out their own problems. Or they're probably just swimming. They'll be back in like 30 seconds. Come have a drink, sit down, and just relax. It's been a long week. And I'm going to use my panache ability to charm you. So if you wish to resist it, it is going to be a insight check against my
I'm
persuasion.
gonna be honest, judging for the fact that
25.
at the moment the Katsuki is rather riled up, can't resist. Can't has to try and resist rather. Oh,
yeah,
am I?
Nope.
That's not
Yeah,
happening.
nah. Yeah, nah. Akatsuki just holding her kunai, just like,
Come down. I already got you drinks and everything. It's not an herbal bath,
instantly
whatever
let's
that
go.
is. But there's
Yeah.
matcha tea here for you.
yeah, she
And
she
there's
has
sake, whatever that is. You like something called sake, but apparently Alalic is really good at it. So come get some sake.
She catches the sword as it lands in her hand. Fine, and then she just like drops into the water.
I will have you know, during this whole exchange, I have moved like 1 inch. I'm just still sitting, feet floating out in the water, and I've just vaguely been gesturing with the one hand that doesn't have a drink in it. This is all word of mouth.
I'm just
This is
picturing-
charisma.
I'm picturing Bonkers laying there on like this inflatable tubes, just chilling with his sunglasses on,
Yeah.
drink in hand.
That's kind of
Basically.
it, yeah.
Oh no! My new goggles of night.
Yeah.
Do they act like sunglasses? If they do, they're down a
I
little
mean,
bit.
I mean, why not? They do now.
The pool
Just-
floaty is an Ouroboros.
Yeah, man, come on. Just the water's fine. Come on down.
The water's fine.
She swims back to shore.
So at least for the next minute, you're magically charmed by me. As long as it's within reason, you kind of want to listen to me.
It's deadly.
Fine, I'll talk to them after I've got some choice words for them.
Look, it's just not a right now problem. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
is
the
this
matcha and
is
the sake
excessive.
help.
Yeah.
Alexama, what? Ooh, she sees the bottle of sake. Ooh, what? Can I have a glass for that?
The bottle itself seems to be black and has an old symbol of Wa on it, but seems to be covered in barnacles, almost as if it sunk beneath the waves at one point.
Can I read anything on it?
Just
Do you read Old Wan?
Probably, seeing as I'm a few hundred years old.
Okay. It has a date which dates back. You know it works slightly anyway. To you, it would be about 1,000 years previous, and it has the name of a ship on it as well.
Oh,
Called the Mayflower. Because why the fuck not?
Excuse me.
No, not Captain
Oh,
Mayflower. Chill out.
the ship called the Mayflower. Oh,
Excuse me.
could I
Yeah.
could I please have a glass for that? I really want to taste it.
I'm gonna look up at Alalik and just say, I work within my limitations.
I have no limitations. Will happily do so.
Yeah, Katsuki will enjoy that sake.
In perfect little jade glasses.
Ooh.
Talia, I suspect I should be leaving. From the sound that your fox made.
Oh yeah, you heard a splash of
Maybe.
water outside.
What does the fox say?
Ring ding ding ding.
Bonnie,
Yeah.
do you think you can get out of here yourself? Are you an adept swimmer?
I know how to swim, and the arches were fairly wide.
Amazing.
And she will leave quickly into where they came from. Start swimming out.
Which you have
and
no
her
issue with. You're a
goal-
fucking Saruk, so.
And she will peek out at the surface here to look for Akatsuki.
From beneath, like,
To
the
see if
bot-
she's still
from
in-
beneath
Peeking, I
floating
picture you
plants.
just pitching you taking your eyes above the water
Yeah, like a
with a lily
crocodile.
pad on top. Just
Yeah, that's literally what I see.
I'm thinking more of the fact that she heard a splash, and she doesn't know Akatsuki. She doesn't know whether she can swim or not. So she's a bit, like, anxious.
I
about
mean,
the
there's
fact
a-
that
there's a
Akatsuki
strange-
is
drowned
drowned.
fox.
There's a strange smell of wet dog, but apart from that, you can't see Akatsuki.
She will not yell, but like
Technically, he's a lupin. but-
very loudly, Akatsuki.
As a lily
And
pad,
stop
a
looking
a
loud.
lily pad on Talia's head. I'm sorry, it's happening now.
It's fine.
Can Akatsuki hear this?
Perception. You are rather
Uh,
enraptured by bonkers right now.
I am, however, I do have advantage on anything that's depending on hearing. Oh, did not really matter that much, but 16.
Yeah, she most definitely hear Talia. And as you look around,
like 20 feet away.
Your vision is perked by a strange lily pad that seems to have floated upwards with a small serpentine creature beneath it. Or not small, but with a serpentine creature beneath it.
Yes.
Quick question. I don't remember this, but has Akatsuki seen Talia
No,
said
but I'm
tampon.
presuming you're using your
No, she
serpentine
has.
form.
We
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
We went swimming last time, and you did the
We went
snake thing
swimming,
last
and
time.
Akatsuki,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So it was only Bunny.
So she turns around. You can see rage and fury, and she takes a sip of the sake.
Which is
Much less
and-
rage
and
which is
fury.
beautifully warm.
Jealousy and envy.
Yes.
more
So she
like.
takes a sip of the sake. It is served perfectly.
Of course
It is the perfect sake. It is aged gorgeously, and you can see the rage and the fury just leaves her instantly. Darling,
Yeah, the sake is now the equivalent of calm emotions on the Katsuki.
on a per Akatsuki, sake is the answer.
You will see Talia like with her like from half boob and up like be over water, but you will also see like her bottom half of body like swinging like in a zigzag boob or across the water
So you're
as she
mermaiding.
swims.
She looks like this thing over here.
Mercy.
Alive.
She's basically doing this.
Leave the dead Naga alone!
No.
I
I
am
counted
basically a
one more.
naga.
It's Naga your business.
Oh.
It's one there as well. It's just partially eaten, and one there.
Stop
Yeah,
finding dead Naga!
She will like
Especially considering in
snake.
D&D, Naga are snake creatures. They are not half snake creatures like that.
Yeah, no, she'll like snake zigzag across the water, over to Akatsuki. I heard your voice, and then I heard a splash. Are you okay?
You'll also see Bonkers on a floaty with a drink and sunglasses chilling.
I have a pool noodle under my knees, and they are floating up with my shoulders against the rock. Drink in one hand, sunglasses down.
I'm
I'm
picturing
here,
like
But I'm zoning.
Yeah.
I'm picturing it's like censoring Bonker's nakedness.
Yes.
No, well, yeah, there's a little pool of water. I'm being covered in fur. He is not particularly explicit anyway.
I was simply told that you and Bonnie had headed off for some private occasion, and
We know Akatsuki's the jealous kind now.
simply I
Very.
simply got a little carried away. I was scaling the pagoda, as some of
And
you
she
call it,
turns to look at the wall of the pagoda,
Which
as
is
she
perfectly
keeps
flat
talking.
and smooth.
and Bonkers did talk me down. So I'd rather hear what you have to say.
I'm gonna be honest, there are a couple of chips on the pagoda, but they are so low down, the Katsuki clearly did not get very far.
I am gonna fix that.
I would love to tell you what we were doing, but if you will just give me a moment, I just need to make sure that Bonnie comes out safely.
Bonnie comes.
Yeah, comes out safely. Just give me a moment.
And like Talia will like
Another
meet
sip,
Bonnie.
another sip of sake, big one.
Talia will like turn and like meet Bonnie halfway to like just make sure that she comes out of
This
there
is presuming that
safely.
Bonnie is going to come out, Bonnie.
No,
Yeah,
Bonnie is not coming out. Bonnie is staying in the room and just investigating it.
Which means that Talia probably will at some point, not yet, but at some point swim all the way back
Which
to
Akatsuki will
Bonnie.
literally have like 12 bottles of sake empty at her feet by the time you return.
I am just so happy that I can play Talia as such an ignorant person.
This is a dynamic I didn't see coming.
The
Jealousy.
jealous one and the one that just straight up doesn't get it.
It's a beautiful mix, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The lesbian three-way drama.
Hey, I'm bi.
The statement of "I like my coffee like I like my men. I don't" is still one of my favorites.
Well, Bonnie is gonna sit down and have a moment just studying the room and sort of remembering her god. I am refreshing this garden page. And apparently not remembering anything about any god ever.
What's God? What is these things? What is divinity?
Is Bonnie just like for the first time in her?
She's certainly an atheist.
Yeah, is Bonnie just like for the first time since she met us and has gone through all of this? She's alone with her thoughts and just having an absolute religious crisis at this point.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, it's on the way.
I am.
It's been building for a while.
I'm like 4 sessions in.
Yeah, you're already having
And
existential
you're making me question
theological
my
crises.
religion.
Welcome to Alex's games.
What do you mean?
I will
10
then.
years of experience.
I will then take
Trauma.
like walk around and just feel the wall of this place.
Lars, the thing is literally curled up around the entrance. In order to do that, you need to climb over the creature.
Okay, I will the lightest touch on the creature to feel its scale.
Acrobatics.
To feel it?
Or sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
To feel it?
Yes. You said the lightest
I
possible
mean, I
touch.
can't feel it.
No, as in the effect that it has on the creature is what I'm saying.
I don't think your refresh helped.
No.
Hey, it's a 5 and not a 2.
I should-
It has helped exceptionally well.
It's still lower than.
As you touch the creature, you hear a very extreme explosion, and the room slightly fills with a haze.
I didn't punch the creature.
No, you touched the creature. You touched the creature.
Okay, can I use my inspiration for this roll?
If you're going to re-roll
Or
it
it's-
again, to move again,
can-
because the roll has already been dealt with. If you're going to do the same thing again, you can.
Did this feel like a threatening type of move?
Felt like a deep breath out.
Oh, okay. I will then leave this creature alone. And not pet it again.
Is this the point where Talia emerges from the water?
Yeah. And Akatsuki is looking pissed.
Well,
Water size.
I can't see Akatsuki now, so the only thing I can see right now is Bonnie trying to touch the thing.
It's just like a secret
going
moment
there?
between Akatsuki and Alana. Akatsuki just looks and there's more sake. This is the only way.
I was trying to make sure that you came out of this place in
Your
good shape.
girlfriend needs you more than I do.
Why are you trying to touch it?
You walk in with Bonnie with a hand on it.
Cute. It's cute.
You don't go around touch every serpentine thing you see.
I mean, I haven't touched you. Maybe you should explain that to your girlfriend.
How would you feel if I started touching you in your sleep?
Wow,
I
that's a
mean-
statement.
Probably turned on.
That depends on the
Where you
alcohol
touched me.
content and where you touched me. We already established that Bonkers and Akatsuki likes to touch my horns, and I haven't had any issues with it.
Do you like to be touched on your horns?
It's
Is
kind
this a
of
min-
ticklish.
I don't really know what's going on right
It's a
now.
Minotaur thing. And-
It's a Minotaur thing. Our
And
so
she
very
pulls up the
sensitive and
notepad. That's right.
a very wet notepad. You don't have any clothes on you. Where have you been keeping this notepad?
Hey, for some magical reason, my serpentine phone keeps my inventory.
Press X for doubt.
Can you? Oh, jeez, that actually looks cool, Travis.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
Did
kind
you
of
do
what I
that
see.
just now?
Yeah.
Did you do that just now?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Hey.
is amazing.
That's the super fast version. It was cute sounding, so I drew it.
Okay.
That's lovely.
I got really sidetracked.
Sorry.
Bonnie will take her hand off this. What I'm picturing is a very cute golden serpentine creature.
I mean, we need to discuss your definition of cute. We really do.
Yeah, I mean, Bonnie has many types. And Bonnie will just keep whisper arguing with Talia. Maybe you should, instead of taking notes on how my homes work, you should go console your girlfriend because she seemed pissed.
Well, she's not my girlfriend, is she?
You haven't defined the
Yes.
relationship.
Yeah, well, she wants to be at least.
It's
It's clear as day.
It is undefined at this point. Can
It's-
we not
it's-
argue about this here?
I mean, I'd rather not argue about it in front of her. That will hurt her feelings.
Yeah, but this does seem like a me and her type of problem. Can you please step 2 steps away from this creature?
And I will take 1.5 step.
Are you just being petty to annoy me?
And I will look back at the serpentine creature and study its movements.
The creature is just
I-
breathing and sleeping.
I feel like there's a deeper connection here, but we can
Let me
get.
come out there and grab you.
Okay.
She's considering making you come over there and grab her.
Yes.
I did not like that pause at all.
She is considering your threats.
Meanwhile, Bonkers and a
Oh no! I am seeing if this threat is real.
Oh, you will in a moment. Meanwhile, Bonkers and the Katsuki.
Akatsuki's on her third bottle.
Just
then
chugging
Then
something.
I definitely want a Constitution saving throw from you.
Absolutely. 25.
Oh, you can hold your sake. Luckily,
Look, I mean, it's 3 bottles. She's affected.
yeah, she's
A little
affected.
bit,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just like,
affected, but not drunk.
I do so much. I just want her to see me like I see her. And she's, I almost imagine Alalik is just like, sake bottle away, matcha tea forward instead now.
Yeah. She's trying to.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna whisper over to Alalik. Can I get one of those bottles, a bottle of something sake related for just to go for later? It sounds good.
Alalik,
Not now.
can the elemental you were talking about, can he rub my shoulders?
Of course. At which point you will feel a small heat behind you, and your shoulders begin to be rubbed.
Oh, and then Akatsuki will just
Wait,
sit down next to
no.
Bonkers and just enjoy the drinks.
I want to know what type of elemental this is.
Well,
is
you're-
it
well-
rock?
Well,
is
you're
it
not there.
fire?
Well, you're not there, and the Katsuki hasn't looked round, and neither's Bonkers, so it makes no difference right now.
Is it a like stony touch? Is it a warm touch?
What kind of a touch is it?
It's a warm, soothing touch, which is what you asked for.
Thank you. Oh, I really needed that. Thank you, Alalik. And
Like
and
a
she will
lover's
turn
touch.
to the elemental.
And it is not a Lalek.
What's your name?
This one is Hakan.
What was it?
Hakan.
It's
I can't-
Totally a fire.
I can't. Thank you so much. That was really. Oh, you've got. Your 6-pack has a 6-pack. How is that? I'm impressed.
I mean, he has a 36 pack.
Yeah. He has a whole case. Yeah, he is an incredible masseuse. It's like you are almost putty in his hands by this point, and he's barely touching you.
Oh, I am. Oh, I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing
Holding
here.
onto the sake glass is hard. You need both
Yeah.
hands.
I get what you're doing here, Bonkers. This is nice. I should have just been with you the whole time. I'm getting this now.
Yeah, told you. They always come around.
Do you have one more of those floaty thingies? I want to put my feet up as well.
I don't know. This one just kind of was here, so let's look for one.
Strangely, another one will
Actually-
float round the corner.
Yeah, it's probably Alalek's doing. In which case, thank you very much. These are super great.
Akatsuki will do probably the dumbest thing Bonkers has seen at this point. She will take out the sword, unsheath it, throw it at the pool floaty, just like thump, and then she'll just hold her hand out, and you'll see the sword just like back into her hand.
It was like 6 feet away. Why?
Because I'm not getting up from this lovely treatment. Oh.
You know, that's fair. I mean, yeah, if I weren't so good at talking, you probably wouldn't even be down here right now, because I was not going to go care about that problem.
Meanwhile, in the pagoda of certain doom,
it did smell oddly big creature-ish over there. It's probably nothing.
Meanwhile, in the pagoda of doom, is the threat genuine? And we will discover now.
Talia will step out of the water and go back into her normal form and go over to Bonnie.
Now, I don't like to use force, but I will if I have to.
Don't make me use this.
Could you please just step further away? I get the feeling we should not wake this creature up.
It's just breathing, and I will take the remaining half step.
Thank you. Now.
No, we're in privacy here. They don't hear it. For your good and for Akatsuki's good, you should make up your mind what you want to say to her when you resurface with me.
Is this really the time for this?
I mean, none of this is the time for any of this, but
But apparently we make it time.
We're on vacation.
Welcome to D&D, folks.
Yes.
yeah, this is like D&D downtime.
We have one evening to relax with. And
No one has asked the question, "What are we?" But they're still answering the question, "What are we?" without the person needing the question answered.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not ignorant, Bonnie. I see her, you know.
I hope you see her.
Of course, you should have been in the crow's nest. We had a lovely time. And I really like Akatsuki. But we haven't labeled anything.
Is
And I'm
that
very-
like an old flame you're hung up on, or?
Well, yeah. Well, you probably have. I don't know.
yeah, this is where it gets complicated. No, it's worth noting, at this point you haven't actually, you are not aware that he's alive. So
No, I know. Talia at this point doesn't know that he has. She has. Well, didn't we agree on that she sensed that
she said she knew, but doesn't necessarily know for certain. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
which we have, and for the rest of you, Talia know that Dimblum woke when Dimblum's backstory thing that has happened, but Dimblum waking up in Cholt has not happened yet. So she has sensed that he is kind of alive, but she hasn't sensed him anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, I have it's okay, Bonnie. You know your gods, right?
Yes.
They are from my quick story short, we are not from the same area, but we have had similar things, we have done things. I have
Not maybe.
the love of my life, but I don't think he is anymore. And I don't know what to do with Akatsuki because I really like her.
It's such a deep moment to have in the middle of certain potential death.
I am deeply offended on Diblin's behalf.
You can't be. Wrong game. You can't be.
Oh no, our choices have consequences. Fuck.
But
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have this. But is
Breathe,
this really the place?
breathe. Easy.
Is this really the place, Bonnie?
Right here, right now. This is the place for you to figure out what you're going to say to get out of this situation. I don't mean to tell you that you need to figure out what she is to you, but she is clearly hung up on you. And you either need to respect that and just take it as good nature, and because nothing happened between us anyways, you wouldn't be lying, but it would probably be a sense of relief if you responded to what I only assume was an outbreak, because she was standing out there
outbreak?
yelling
You mean an outburst?
and not out.
Yeah.
An outbreak is like a plague or something.
Brains.
Okay. So,
And
she
to
she
help you with that, and I will lay a hand on Talia's shoulder and use. Can I use guidance for her to figure her shit out?
I mean, yeah, why not?
I'm using guidance to make it easy for you to figure your shit out, or at least what you're going to tell what Bonnie is presuming very angry canine predator.
Well, okay. Thank you, Bonnie. However, I feel like the longer we stay here, the worse it's gonna get.
Oh,
Would
and
you
now
mind
somebody
just-
acknowledges the situation they're currently in.
Could we just escort each other out from here, not waking this creature up, and I can deal with Akatsuki when we get out of here?
Should I hold you in my hands, or should you hold me in
Oh,
your
God.
hands?
Let's. Well,
She says with an obvious smile on her face as she dives into the water and swims out.
Talia will dive after, but she will swim behind Bonnie just to make sure that she resurfaces without.
And she drowns. No.
Immediately drowns.
She will resurface and she will look towards this thing.
What thing?
This thing.
No, the pagoda.
Is it like, because it was very obvious that Akatsuki was trying to break in.
You can do a,
to see
you can do a
any damage.
perception roll to see.
Might see something.
You can see a couple of chips taken off the bottom, but if it did happen, you can't tell if it's a Katsuki or something else, but if it was a Katsuki, it actually really didn't get far.
I will get up and I will mend it. So it's whole again.
Okay.
And I will just sit on this plateau and look over to what Bonnie is essentially. Yeah, it's a canine predator, and she's bovine, so she's keeping her distance for now.
You say this as the rabbit is sitting 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Fox isn't angry at the rabbit, is it?
This is true. Never mind.
At this point, technically, Talia is all of your predator because she's a snake.
Yeah.
I mean, foxes have been
I'm just
seen
used to
eating
it.
snakes.
They have, but
It's
other
yeah,
way
it's
around
not
too.
so much. Yeah, it's not so much that the snake is a predator to the fox, but the fox is also not a predator to the snake.
Also, there are
They're just
pictures.
inconvenient to one another.
There are pictures of bovines eating snakes as well.
Yeah.
But that's defense.
No,
Please don't,
not
please
really.
don't eat me, Bonnie.
No, I won't.
Well, at this point, Talia, coming to the shore, you see Akatsuki being fondled by a man with a very, very impressive physique.
Bonnie takes note of the man with impressive physique.
Talia will gracefully. I'm so sorry, Travis. You don't get any time today. I'm so sorry in this threesome drama.
Having fun.
But yeah, Talia will like snake up on shore. Talia will not actually be so mad or anything about the person behind Akatsuki. But what Talia will do is snake up to Akatsuki, and she will just she won't say anything, but you can see that she does some sort of magic with her hand, which you would assume is magic. And Talia will tell you, "Turn around, darling."
Okay. She.
And you see
Turn.
a spectral floating hand holding a single flower.
And Talia
Where
will
did
see.
she get this flower?
Talia will see a very well-built gentleman rubbing
Yeah,
a
but-
Katsuki as well.
I have my reasons for not caring about him. Talia has her reasons. She doesn't care about him.
She's not the jealous type, apparently.
Oh, Akatsuki will hold her hands out to take this flower.
The hand, spectral hand, lets go of the flower and dissipates.
Oh, thank you, darling. I'm. Oh my God, hold on. Eklund, can you give us a second?
Jim,
I-
you
I-
asking me?
Yes, the masseuse.
Well,
Oh,
oh,
this one has
Akatsuki,
done
no,
right.
no,
he will
Oh,
disappear.
Thank you. I'll need you in my chambers
No,
later, though.
no,
Thank
no,
you very
No.
much.
he's gone. He disappears.
She's still
in-
again. She just assumes
Let
that
everyone
because
can
all
hear.
of- yeah, all of her needs are always met. So she's just gone to the length of almost assuming like a fey magic is going on, where she's like, whatever you say happens. So she continues her sentences whether or not anyone's there to hear them.
but there was no need to dismiss him. He did seem like he was doing his job quite.
Oh no, I will be asking for him later. It's just I got very distracted from talking. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I got a bit jealous. I heard
You were
that
jealous?
I did, yes. And I'd heard that I mean, Kamo-chan mentioned that you and Bonnie were on your own, and then Alalek said that you guys had gone to the privacy of the pagoda, and I just started imagining things, and look, I really like what we have, and I don't want to lose my chance at this, so I'm sorry I got jealous.
Oh dear, you don't need to worry about that. I was so terrified. I heard you yelling outside. Did you know that there is a sleeping serpent in there?
There's a what?
There is a sleeping serpent inside of there. I had full panic when I heard you. I was so scared you were gonna wake him up.
Oh,
We'll
like
lean over and look at both of them and just say, "You're welcome," and then lean back to my drink.
right, so like a
You're
little,
welcome.
so like a little adder snake
You're
or
welcome.
something.
Oh no. Well, you see me. Imagine me. Times 10.
Akatsuki's lost on the imagine me. You can see she's just like, I'm imagining.
Big snake, right? Like
Oh
Yeah.
he's huge.
big problem.
I don't
Oh.
think we should wake him up.
During this point, what's Bonnie doing? Just watching nervously. Or...
Casting fireball, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my intrusive thought there.
During fireball formation, body cuts fireball.
Yes, fireball formation. And there's a
I'd be fine.
Right.
Oh my god.
Right. I'm going to call a 5-minute break anyway, so.
Okay.
And we're
We
back in the
actually
room.
are.
I don't
a
care.
hare,
The
We are,
snake.
a fox, and a bovine creature here.
we're back in the
my
room.
crazy.
The snake, the fox, the cow, and the hare.
Oh my
Okay,
creature!
I'm finished.
Well, if you'll if you'd like, I'd love to share this sake with you in my chambers later.
Are you inviting me for a nightcap? As she
I'm-
tilts her head a bit curiously.
I'm
Looking at-
inviting you for
A night.
company tonight.
Raw animalistic stacks.
And
Oh,
you
oh.
feel one of Akatsuki's tails stroke you on the arm.
Bonkers
I'll-
glances half back, lifts his sunglasses again, and again says, "You're welcome."
Talia will use her tail
Oh,
to
God.
intertwine with Akatsuki's tail, and as she
Which-
does this,
Which of Akatsuki's tails?
the
All of them, she
closest one,
bundles them together.
the closest one,
Yeah, okay.
the most convenient one. And as she's doing that, Talia will put her hand or take Akatsuki's hand in between both of her hands. Well, if you're inviting me, I am happy to join you. And if you don't mind, I would love to discuss some things with you, but we can do that in private. I
Sure.
feel like we have some prying eyes here.
Sure.
You-
I'm just again sorry for the jealousy, and
Oh,
let's
don't-
just be over this.
Talia will
However,
shut Akatsuki up with a kiss.
As she does that, Bonnie will go
Don't-
grab 2 drinks and sit beside Bonkus.
Please, don't worry. Don't think about it, okay?
but can we discuss the snake in the room? You were talking about the pagoda is full of a larger than most usual serpentine creatures.
And
Yeah,
Bonnie will
okay.
chime in with, you see, like, the dome, like the, what's it called? Radius. It's coiled around the entire circle of this.
Why were you in there?
I got curious. I petted it.
Curious?
It
Is
just,
it is it
it's just-
friendly?
it's sleeping. It
We don't
didn't
know.
react that much to me touching it.
I
It
don't-
just
I-
let out a breath.
We don't know if it's friendly or not, but I assume it is
It's
Oh,
some
you
sort of a
golden.
guardian.
You
It's
didn't know if it was
golden.
friendly or not, yet you went to pet it.
Sleeping. It's golden. It's shiny.
It's
It's
golden.
cute. Yes, golden
Oh,
scale.
what if it's a gold wormling?
Or gold
Yeah,
dragon.
dude. As far
Oh,
as I know,
uh,
that it would behave some.
Talia will
Gold dragons
whisper
still eat
in-
things.
Talia
Yeah.
will whisper in Akatsuki's ear, I think Bonnie has a death wish for petting that creature.
I think.
Low, so no one else hears it unless they have like super perception.
Probably.
I really want to cast Thaumaturgy on you. So you don't have a choice but yell it out.
Okay, but
I'm busy
okay,
drinking.
okay. So we're trying to relax here, and I think there's
Already
a few
doing-
things. I think there's a few things that we need to consider. We have been granted a mission by His Glorious Highness the Emperor.
The Empire.
The Empire. The Emperor.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So should we
Ah,
perhaps
yeah, the needy one.
should we perhaps just for Bonnie to react to the fact that Akatsuki just laughed at that as well and hugely disrespected her pantheon, should we perhaps, how about this, we spend dinner making some plans for what we should be doing now.
You know, I think that is a wise idea. We have a mission ahead of us, and we do still have the rest of the evening. I do think we have earned ourselves a nice dinner, and we could plan out our mission ahead.
You see, Bonnie has
And-
laid down on this stone to sunbathe.
And later tonight, you really should try out Eklund's absolutely lovely hands. I felt like putty.
Maybe she
Soft-
should try
soft,
your
warm.
lovely hands. Bonnie
that-
shoots over and winks.
Akatsuki will fucking.
Maybe, darling, we should invite him in later tonight.
Akatsuki will throw an empty bottle of sake at you, Bonnie.
I'm just laying there.
I would like to catch the bottle of sake as it is flying.
Yeah,
With a natural 20.
Dex.
What dex do you want?
Acrobatic.
Yeah. No, just a do a Dex save. Just go normal.
A dex save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrobatics, that's so
It's a 19.
uncivilized.
I get close.
Bonnie is hit by a bottle of sake, empty bottle of sake.
I
Bonnie-
tried.
Bonnie mends the bottle of sake so it's whole again.
Either way, Bonnie, of course
I'll
she's
put my hand
gonna
out.
feel some hands on her tonight.
We don't need to know the details. We get it. We get it.
No,
And Akatsuki, both of Akatsuki's tails are now twirling around Dahlia.
At which point it seems prudent because I need to leave to stop session.